evening, late night freaks. I'm here to give you a read straight from the hip with lots of lip. And I'm going to start diving into those individual sign new moon readings for that Virgo new moon we just had, whose energy will be with us all through the month of September. So this is really like your September reading, but we're combining it with the lunar cycle energy because it just makes sense. It just makes sense. Let's roll with it. Let's ride it out together. And we're going to start with Virgo because Virgo was the host of this recent new moon. And that's the way I'm going to do it here on this channel. That's what's going to set the order of these readings when they come in. We're going to go with the sign that is hosting that particular lunar cycle. So, Virgo, you are first up out of the gate. And we're just going to have a look at what is coming in for the Virgo collective through September, through this new moon lunar cycle. What is the way forward for the Virgo collective? What are the best choices they can make? What opportunities are on offer? And how can they best work with this lunar cycle energy to move forward in their lives in an empowering way? These are general readings, okay? So whatever comes up is what comes up. When signs get called out in the reading, do be aware that it can be any strong placement in the chart. So sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, or even if that sign's house is strongly aspected. And also be aware that it can be somebody that's just really presenting like that sign. So tap into the energy, feel out how things apply to you, and trust your gut first and foremost to get a clue as to how these particular messages are speaking to you. I am reading for a collective, okay? So not necessarily every story is going to be for you, but you will be able to tap into the themes as they apply to your situation. So let's see what's on deck for Virgo in September as we ride out this. Ooh, we had this card flip up. Well, it looks pretty good so far. We got two that want to come out there. We got the sun coming in. Okay, so looks like there's some kind of happiness on offer. I also just got that some of you may be conceiving. Those of you that have been trying to conceive may actually find some luck there with this sun card coming through. But we do see that you're finally seeing the light at the end of what's been kind of a dark tunnel. You know, I feel like you've been through some challenges, you've had some difficulties, and you're finally getting to the other side of that, right? You're seeing the light break through, and it's bringing a lot of joy into your life. I feel like for the first time in a long time, you sort of just have a spirit of enthusiasm about you. You know, something's got you really excited. We had this card come out face down with it. Let's see what that's about. Ooh, you know, some of you are having something to really celebrate here. You know, we see a community gathered together. There may be some kind of party, some kind of celebration. Of course, it is your birthday season. Okay, so happy birthday to all of you Virgos out there. We do have that in play. So I think you're really going to have a good birthday. You know, I think you're going to really feel the support of your friends and your community around you. You're really in a place in your life where there's some wonderful opportunities coming in for you. I think you've stepped up to kind of a new potential of success, you know, and I don't think it came easy. I think it was really hard earned. You know, you put a lot of work into what you're building right now, and you're finally like you're getting somewhere. You got traction. I feel like there's some kind of recognition here. I feel like there's some kind of community recognition for the work that you've done and the changes you've made in your life. I feel like there's been a lot of growth here with this Hierophant card, you know? And you've also you've put down roots, like you've really established yourself in your life, in your community. And there's some step you're taking forward this lunar cycle, some big step you're taking forward in September that's really going to be something that's going to lay down roots for your future. And there's a lot of growth here. I feel like it's the, you know, the birth of a whole vision with this. There's this eye energy up here. It's kind of difficult for my camera to focus. One of these days, I'm going to have really top of the line equipment here for this channel, but you'll have to just ride it out with me with what I got to work with right now. You know, it's humble beginnings, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I love what I'm doing here, so it's all good. And I have a feeling that's kind of like where you're at too, right? You feel good. You feel good about what you're doing. You feel good about what you're building here, and there's a lot of happiness. And like I said, those of you who have been trying to conceive, I think you're going to have some good news in that regard. There is a little bit of this kind of needing to balance the finances a bit. All right. I think that you're sort of juggling things right now. And that may feel a little bit unpredictable. And we do have, there's some kind of interesting development going on here. I think you might be doing something behind the scenes, all right? We do have this Knight of Swords and we have the Page of Swords here. This is air sign energy big time. So that would be, I wanted to say Aries, okay? But Aries is a fire sign. But it's interesting because just the name Aries, it has air within it, all right? But I'm going to go ahead and call it forward because it's there. I'm going to say Aries and also Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This energy is front and center. I feel like there's something developing, you know, there's something developing behind the scenes with this Page of Swords energy here. And I'm also getting with this sword energy that it's an idea. There's this idea you have. There's something that you're wanting to bring forward. There's some kind of project you're developing, but I feel like it requires you to have some financial backing in order to really get it off the ground. I think you have some ideas about how to go about this. Some of these ideas might be, how can I put this? They might require you to take some risk. That's what I'm really feeling. I think that you're contemplating some kind of risky move. And maybe it sort of puts you in a little bit of a precarious position. I don't think this is something you're really putting out there on Front Street. I think it's something you're sort of keeping, you know, beneath the surface. Nobody would really know from just looking at you that this is what you got going on. I think this is something you're really keeping close to your chest. But this is something that, you know, you feel like if you can pull this off with this bat energy up here, you feel like it's going to be like a rebirth. It's going to be like a new lease on life for you. And I feel like there's also this feeling of reinvention, like the thing that you're considering, this move you're considering making, it's really out of character for you, but it shows people a whole new dimension, a whole new aspect of who you are and the work that you do. Okay. I feel there's this big work piece. I feel like it's work oriented. And it feels a little risky. I think you're trying to keep your balance. I think you're worried about how it will pay off financially. I feel like you really need to go there with this star card. Okay. I do feel this big, like, public recognition piece coming through for you. And certainly if you're doing anything online, I feel like you're going to get attention for that. Okay. You're definitely going to build a following. People are going to be interested in the work you're doing. And I think you're about to like step into, you know, the limelight, so to speak, with this work that you're doing. You're going to get some recognition. The only thing that I can see that might be a little bit of an issue is you're spending so much time focused on this work. You know, it's taking a lot of your attention. We see you like really pouring this water out here, nurturing everything, giving it the energy and the attention and the care that it needs to grow. That, you know, you got to remember to let that love in. Okay, you got to let a little of that sweet loving in. Your love life might be suffering just a little bit because you're putting so much attention on the work. So do be aware to create space for that. Now, this is kind of an interesting piece here. Let me have a look here. I feel like there is something that you're moving away from, though, okay? There is something you're moving away from. This is very interesting. So let's have a look at this right here, okay? I'm just going to let you know how this is all playing out, all the cards that came out, and then we'll talk about it, okay? We got the Seven of Swords, the King of Cups, which is water sign energy. That's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The Wheel of Fortune. The Five of Swords. the 8 of Cups, the High Priestess, to the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so I think there's somebody that you need to keep your eye on, all right? There's somebody that you need to keep your eye on with this 7 of Swords, because you have some kind of opportunity that they're feeling a bit envious about. And this person will try to sabotage you. This may be a King of Cups, okay? It could be somebody that has Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio strongly aspected in your chart. I said in your chart, which is interesting. Maybe it's you. If you have a strong water placement in your chart, it might be you. Maybe you kind of got your eyes on something that somebody else has and you want to make it your own, you know? That could be going on, all right? We got the devil's in the details, all right? We got to look at all sides of this, but pick what side you're on. Either you're dealing with somebody that has a strong water aspect in their chart. It could be potentially a love interest, okay? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio at the forefront there. I think that there's something about this person that kind of has your hackles up, you know, you're feeling like, I don't know if I can really trust this person. Maybe they're always kind of trying to pry into what you're doing, what you got cooking. And you're sort of feeling like, I don't think I really want to share it with this person. I would really say to trust your intuition about that, okay, with this High Priestess energy. I think your intuition is picking something up. Like, you know that there's something going on with this person that isn't completely above board. And I do see this as related to a work situation, okay, with this 3 of Pentacles. All right, so this could have to do with some kind of business project, a work scenario, something you're developing financially, somebody you're involved with financially. I definitely think it's important for you to be aware of this person. We do see that there could be a disappointing change in fortune in this regard with the 5 of Swords to the Wheel of Fortune there. I think you really need to guard this idea that you have. I think it's very important that you pursue this independently. I'm gonna just, keep that at the forefront there. That's a message that's been coming in for me for a while, just with this whole astrological climate we've had for some time, that it's really best for people to move independently in business. It's cool to do kind of one-off sort of things. You know, do a workshop with somebody, or some kind of cross promotional kind of thing, but when it comes to really entering into like a business partnership dynamic, I think that it's not the best timing for it right now. And certainly if this is somebody that you're romantically involved with, or that you have some kind of romantic history with, I'm kind of picking up this energy of like a business with pleasure kind of scenario. I definitely don't think this is the right person to partner up with in business. And actually, there is a chance that everything that you're really cultivating right now, it could get, could get ripped away from you if you let this person in on this. I just feel like there's this need to protect what you're creating here, and to be mindful of any kind of business partnership arrangements you're entering into. Make sure that everything is really above board, that it feels fair, that you feel like you're getting your due. If you're entering into any kind of contracts with any businesses where you're forming sort of like a partnership with them as well, that applies doubly if it's like somebody that you have a romantic history with. And I will just put out this message, don't be tempted to mix business with pleasure. It would turn out disastrously for you, okay? But I do think in general, you're moving away from this energy. You're kind of going your own way. You're heading off in a direction with your career that really fulfills you, that excites you, that it feels more like this is the direction that your soul is kind of tugging you in, and where you have been investing your energy in terms of work before because it was safe and maybe it gave you security, it gave you a steady paycheck. I see you kind of confronting your fears and like giving fear the finger and saying, you know what, I'm going to take a risk to do what I always wanted to do and really make my dreams happen. Let's take a look at the top of the deck energy. Yeah, we see that there's the Five of Pentacles here to the Ace of Cups. So this lets me know that the direction that you're wanting to head in has more of a creative bent to it. You know, it's something that maybe isn't like the traditional route you would go for a career. Maybe it's not the thing that you were told as a child when you were growing up that this is how you should, you know, invest in the future as far as your financial growth was concerned. This might have even been something that you kind of were dissuaded from in the past. And maybe it is something that's kind of tough to get a good, strong financial footing with. There's a risk element here. But the thing is it really feeds your soul. And I think you are worried about the security aspect. We do see that. We do see you kind of going through this like juggling of finances, you know, trying to make sure you're going to have ends meet. But I see you taking up this new beginning with the Ace of Cups, and it's something that's really going to fulfill you. And I think what it's about is for the first time, you're really investing in yourself and you're saying, you know what? It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks of it. I believe in me. I believe in this idea and I'm going to make it happen. And I think you're really going to have success with that. Yeah, look at this. We got the Four of Wands right here. Okay, this is going to be something that you can build on. It's really going to provide a stable future for you. It may not seem like that right now. Right now, it might look like a real gamble. But, you know, Four of Wands, this is all about you arriving at a place of real stability in your life, financial stability. You know, you got your home life is on lock. You know, there's a spirit of celebration for some of you with this Hierophant card here, the Sun, the Four of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. You know, some of you are really heading into a very stable time in your relationships. You know, this could be marriage for some of you out there. Some of you Virgos are going to be, you know, you're going to be tying the knot. You're going to be taking that leap, and that's a beautiful new beginning. This could be in some of those cases for those of you that are, you know, preparing to up level in your relationship, and you know, take it to that next, you know, step of commitment. Some of you may be worried about this, you know, career direction you want to head in because you want to make sure that you can provide, you know, a stable foundation for the home you want to build with your partner. And I can understand that. And certainly if we have this piece coming through of maybe finding out that, you know, you got a baby on the way for some of you. That's not going to be everybody's story, but I'm just going to, you know, bring in what's coming through. I can understand that, but I don't think you have to worry about that. I think this is an opportunity that's really going to pay off. The love piece is looking really good. We got the Two of Cups here. So you're definitely uniting with a soulmate. You got a strong partner by your side. I think they believe in you too, and they're backing you up in this. So, you know, follow your heart, go for it. All right. And for those of you who currently are single and you don't got anybody in your life and you're open to that, and you're wanting that, there's definitely some love on offer coming in for you to connect with somebody who's on your level. But I do see in order for you to receive this love, you know, you're going to need to walk away from the fuck shit. You're going to need to walk away from the person who is like, you know, straight up with that Seven of Swords. This would be like somebody who's a cheat. You know, this person's running around on you. They're not being true to you. They're, you know, they're a manipulator, especially with that King of Cups energy coming in with the Seven of Swords. Okay. So, you know, some of you that are currently in a relationship where you're feeling there's a third party dynamic involved, you know, and somebody's not being true to you, they're not being honest with you, and it's been a very difficult, painful cycle for you. This is all coming through to let you know, look, there's happiness on the other side of this, but it does require you to love yourself enough and believe in yourself enough that you're going to stop settling for this, half-ass shit where you're always left, feeling like you're kind of just begging for scraps. Don't let anybody fucking breadcrumb you, you know? And certainly don't hang out and be an option for anyone. All right. If love's not being served, get up from the table and believe in yourself and believe that you're worth more, and you know, take the risk to let it go and move forward. It promises to bring you what you're looking for in that case. For others of you that are not interested in love and you're like, that's just not where I'm at right now, I see you really cultivating spiritually. And I think this is a big time of spiritual growth for you where you've really been investing in your personal growth. Maybe you did have some really kind of raw experiences on the romantic front. You're kind of tired of investing in other people and being disappointed, and you're pouring your energy into other things. You're pouring energy into your creativity. You're starting to really build a future for yourself. And I see you being successful in that. I also see you really coming to this place of, finding your path, finding your spiritual path in life. And maybe you're doing a bit of exploring there. Maybe you haven't felt very fulfilled, on your previous spiritual path. Maybe you were kind of born into a particular religion, as a particular spiritual tradition that never really resonated with you, never really felt like a fit. And I think, your soul is calling you to kind of step forward and explore and go where your heart's tugging you. And I see that for you, it's all about having the willingness to take that risk. Yeah, it's about following your heart and moving forward with this Knight of Cups energy. You have a lot of water sign energy involved here. I guaranteed somewhere in your life you are dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Somebody who has one of those signs strongly aspected in their chart. And there's definitely like this offer of emotional support here. There definitely is somebody coming in that wants to connect with you on an emotional level, and for those of you who aren't looking and you're not open to that, this is somebody who, they're a partner in growth. Maybe you're going to connect with somebody that you really kind of view things the same way as far as your spiritual views. And there's going to be this beautiful friendship that forms from that. And you go on this wild adventure of growth together. So I see really good things coming in on that level. It looks like a lot of emotional fulfillment, a lot of growth, a lot of creativity, a lot of developing these ideas. And I do think, you're nurturing some things, keeping them quiet. And I think you've got some brilliant ideas that you got brewing that definitely think you need to preserve those, and protect what's yours. It's important. I think it's really important that you invest in yourself and you protect what's yours right now, what's important to you. And don't let people infringe on that, I think this is very, very necessary for you as you move through this lunar cycle. But we also see that, there's some people that you need to be aware of too, that maybe they want what you got, or, you might be needing to be aware of your own shadow nature if you're kind of coveting what somebody else has, so if you do find yourself feeling like that, maybe envying what somebody else has, or wanting to have what somebody else has, and maybe you're thinking of kind of sabotaging their success so you can kind of swipe the opportunity. I mean, let's just look at this stuff. Let's hold space for it. None of us are perfect. And sometimes, people can go into their lower natures. It doesn't mean they're a bad person, but I would just say, it's fine if you have the fantasy, but reel yourself in and start to look at what is that really about? Like, why do I want to, why do I want to do that? What do I really get out of that? What's for you is for you. Okay. So just make sure that you're moving in alignment with your integrity, what is true for you, and trust that when you choose to take the higher road, okay, with that Eight of Cups, when you choose to follow the path of heart, when you move in a way that's in integrity, everything that's meant for you aligns with you. We see that it so comes through with the the Two of Cups, the Four of Wands. You got the Hierophant on your side, but I'm really picking up that there's a very slim, amount of you Virgos out there that are feeling tempted to kind of play those kind of games yourself. I feel more you're dealing with somebody who's kind of directing this energy towards you. And I think it's because you're getting this exposure. I feel like you're being recognized. You're sort of having your time to shine. And hey, it is your solar return. Like, it is your time to shine. So make sure that you trust your gut in that regard with the High Priestess coming up. If something doesn't feel right to you, just trust that. Trust that it ain't right. A Pisces may figure prominently with that. The High Priestess is a Pisces card. Okay, so you do have a lot of water sign energy on the board. So maybe there's a Pisces that can kind of give you some insight that can help you out in this situation. Maybe a Pisces can act as somewhat of a spiritual advisor in this case, sort of help you sort through things and get you on the right track and support you heading in a direction that will really move you in a positive direction in your life, but I definitely do feel like that piece does bear mentioning, right? Yeah, Ace of Swords. Okay, this is the truth, all right? You do have, you do have some people that don't necessarily like the fact that you are in this successful place in your life. But I think that you can't get distracted by that. And if it becomes too big of a problem, use that sword, cut that person off. You don't need that drama in your life. You need people around you who actually want to see you succeed. They want to see you happy. They want to see you fulfilled. And people who will be true to you and true to your heart. So don't accept anything less than the best, man. Okay, and always bring your own best to the table. And what doesn't meet you there, it's got to go. It's got to go. And maybe that can feel a little bit harsh, but I do see you kind of having some strong, honest communication this month, and maybe working through some challenges, maybe addressing somebody who behaved in a way that wasn't above board with you, and you're going to clear the air with that. And I do see you addressing matters. Okay, so let's just do a cut of the deck energy on that and see what we got coming in here. Yeah, I do see you cutting somebody off with this Death card here. Again, water sign energy with the Death. That's Scorpio. Okay, water sign is really factoring in strongly here. And this just came in for me. We do have a Pisces full moon that's coming in on September 10th. So I think you're really going to see this situation come to a head with the full moon. Whoever's been working against you, whoever's been, not doing right by you, I think the truth is going to be exposed. Unfortunately, I do see that there is some disappointment that you're going to have to face here with the Five of Cups, all right? We do see this reflection on the Three of Cups down here, okay? And you had, did you have the Three of Cups that came up earlier? No, you didn't. You had the Ace of Cups, okay. The Three of Pentacles, all right? I'm picking up that, this is something that you thought would really be a time for celebration. Like, we're supposed to be like raising our glasses and toasting and like celebrating this moment. And instead, why am I sitting here, looking at what went to waste? It feels like a missed opportunity to you. That's what I'm picking up. But what you don't understand is that there's still a gift here. Like, it's actually one of those cases where what's upside down is actually right side up. This loss actually leads you to your true blessing. Okay, there's that Two of Cups coming in on that bat energy again. All right, here comes your new lease on life. Here comes your new opportunity. Here comes your Two of Cups. There's really this story, though, that you don't receive the blessing until you let something go. There's something that needs to be cut out of your life that is working against you. It's a sabotaging influence, and it's holding you back. It's holding you back from the true fulfillment of your happiness and your success. And so I do see you speaking some truth. I do see you cutting things off that don't serve you. And I do see you letting something come to an end. There's something that's going to come to an end with that Death card. Death always comes on the scene when it's time to head in a new direction and let something go. And for some of you, this is going to be in terms of your career. I wouldn't worry too much about the love picture. For those of you who are, with your person and things have been going well, I think it's going to continue to go well. You may have some bumps in the road or some challenges here and there, like any relationship has, but it looks like a really strong bond. I see just a lot of happiness and a lot of growth in that connection. But there might be something in play that causes these disruptions in your connection. You know what I'm saying? Like you might have this wonderful relationship, but there might be some outside force or some third party element. It doesn't have to be another lover. It can be like, too focused on your work or a job that has you spending so much hours and time away from home that you don't have a chance to really connect with your partner. And maybe you're looking at how to restructure that. You're looking to head in a new direction. You're looking to make some different choices. It could be a friend, that doesn't like seeing you happy. And so they're kind of always talking in your ear, trying to throw you off track, and drive a wedge between you and your person. So there's some component here that something needs to go. All right. Something needs to go for you to really welcome that sun in. I see that the light has already started to break in for you. I think you're feeling that success start to build in your life. So, don't lament over what needs to be released. It really is in your best interest and it brings something positive on the other side of that. All right. We have the Page of Cups on that other side of the split of the deck energy. So again, I'm getting this, real sign that I feel this like invitations going out, announcements being made, sort of energy. Some of you are going to be having openings. Your work is really going to be highlighted. You're going to be featured. You're going to be getting attention. You're stepping up to success. And some of you that are, heading to that next level in your relationship, you're going to be sending out wedding invitations. Some of you are going to be sending out birth announcements, you're going to be having baby showers. So there's definitely this, spirit of happiness and things to celebrate coming into your life. But in order for you to really fully embrace that and step into the fullness of that and appreciate just how much you've overcome and all the work you've done, you got to get rid of the people that are like trying to hold you back and that don't want to be there celebrating with you, because that energy is going to drag you down. And definitely in terms of your ideas, your business ideas, the things that, maybe you've already intuited, like, I don't know if I should really talk about this. Trust your gut. I think it's in your best interest to really sort of move more stealth right now, just spring it on them, when you're ready to finally launch it, spring it on them and let them see what you've done and take them by surprise. The element of surprise can really work in your favor. So I just want to see if there's any last messages for Virgo for this lunar cycle. We have 10 of Swords coming out. So yeah, this is definitely a message to just really accept the endings that need to take place. Because the light is wanting to break through in your life. And in order for that to happen, you have to willingly let go what is not working for you. And I think you're very clear about what's not working for you. It's that thing that you've been trying to work on over and over and over again. It just never seems to get any better. Do you have something that landed on the floor here? Yeah, okay. I think this is really related to your work. I think a big part of this is related to your work, okay? We have the 10 of Swords here. Do you see how she is accepting this loss? She's not fighting it. She's totally open to it. She's not resisting it. She's willingly letting this go, okay? Because she sees, look at that light breaking through. It's reminding me of the full moon. I really feel like there's something you're letting go of when it hits that Pisces full moon on the 10th of September. I think by the time you reach that point in this month's cycle coming up in September, you're going to know what it is you're letting go of. And I strongly suggest that at this time, you don't fight it. You don't try to breathe new life into it. You don't have a death grip on it. I encourage you to just open yourself up to this loss. And that may sound strange, but the more that you can say yes to this and not resist it, the faster you're going to move through it and you're going to get to the other side. Because what you don't understand is by you holding on to this, it's actually blocking your abundance with this 9 of Pentacles in reverse. It's blocking your success. There is a thwarting energy here. All right. And all of this is going to become very clear to you by that full moon in Pisces on September 10th. There is somebody who is not being real with you. There is somebody who is being dishonest with you. There is somebody who is trying to block your progress. They're thwarting your success. They're interfering. They're a manipulator. And there's somebody you can't trust. And I think you already know who it is. I think you've felt it. I think you've intuitively picked it up. I think you've kind of put the blinders on. You don't want to acknowledge it. You know, you've been holding on up until now, but I think there is something inside of you that's stirring that knows, you know, I'm worth more than this. And I need to move away from this. And you might have been struggling with it a bit. Okay. For some reason, you may feel bound by some sense of duty or some sense of loyalty. But really, this is a case where you have to trust what your intuition is telling you. Energy doesn't lie. Follow your heart. Move forward with clear conscience. Because until you do that, your abundance, your financial success, your personal fulfillment, you know, this 9 of Pentacles, oops. It's funny that I held up the 10 of Swords and I held it up in reverse. Like, this is the problem. I think this is the problem. There's something that you know you should have ended a long time ago. There's something you know that you've just been like whipping a dead horse. That's what I'm feeling. There's something that you're so stubborn about releasing. And what you don't get is this is the very thing that is blocking your abundance. It's blocking your blessings. Until you let this go, you're not going to find the way through. You're not going to reach all that success that's promised. And why would you hold that back from yourself? Like, life is just like, look, I want to give you all of this. I want to give you all of these blessings. You've worked so hard. You deserve it. You've shown up, you know? You've done the work. Like, I want to give you the reward, but you keep hanging on to this shit that like won't let me give you this. You need to create openness in your life for this blessing to come on through for you, because you're meant to be in this upright 9 of Pentacles energy. This is all about having financial abundance. This is about feeling in your element, really feeling, you know, your sense of empowerment, really being a happy, fruitful, prosperous, successful time in your life. Your time to shine, man. All right. Don't block this. Don't block this for yourself. You know what this is. And if you're still kind of sitting on the fence about it and you're not sure right now, something's going to go down. Mark my words. Something is going to go down by that full moon in Pisces. It's going to make it very clear that it's time to cut the cord on this. And once you do that, I see it's going to open everything up for you. And watch how all that energy that was just stagnating and holding you back, it's all going to free up and you're just going to move right on through, straight to success. And they're going to just have to sit and watch you get your flowers, all right? So believe in yourself. You're worth it. You deserve it, Virgo, right? Go out and get yours and don't let anybody hold you back. Happy birthday.